Hello, YouTube. All right. So it's happened. Our 3-day national stock nightmare is over. We have the great pausing of the tariffs, a 90-day pause, and everybody could not be happier. Well, except, the stock market went up, but it didn't go back to where it was. And, all the other countries have zero faith in us. And, we're still in a trade war with China. So that's great. And we still get most of our stuff from China. Um, Apple had to airlift like it was Saigon a bunch, 5 plane loads of iPhones into the country before the tariffs hit. Um, Added bonus, iPhones, once the tariffs go through and the next batch of iPhones coming in, will be around $3,200, I think is the last I saw. So well done. We're really winning. Um, yeah, so the art of the steal. I don't know what to say. What did we get for this? What did we get for this? They're touting it like some huge victory. It's like we dug a hole, filled it halfway, and now we're dancing saying we accomplished something. It's maddening. What did we get? Dodgers in the White House. That's what we got. We got Dodgers in the White House, and we're at like double what Biden spent in 4 years on vacation in golf fees. Yeah, we're paying green fees. Like we're all paying green fees and cart fees for some like a round of golf that we did not agree to. It's an unwanted golfing. We didn't want the golf. The golf didn't happen to us. We didn't get to golf. We're paying for it and we did not even get to golf. No mulligans. No hooks into the pond. We're paying millions of dollars and we get nothing. Not even good golf video of President Trump. Obama had some good golf video. Really, he had some great golf video. All we get from President Trump is a swing. He hooks it, and then his caddy runs like the 40-yard dash and claims he found it like 100 yards down the fairway. That's all we get. It's literally fake golf. Anyway, MAGA world and Trump world are hitting the airwaves to claim this is a master strategy. It was his plan all along. And yeah, that'd be great, but we didn't actually get anything. So what? Oh, my 401k still isn't back yet. Are your investments back yet? No, the Dow jumped up. So near as I could tell, oh, I got it. They're saying they got something because they bought stocks on the dip because they were told beforehand he was going to pause the tariffs. So they bought stocks and then the stocks jumped 7-8%. And then they sold and made a boatload of money. Now I get why Lutnick was involved in this because the bond market's going to go crazy tomorrow. And his sons, 27 and 28, who are running a multi-billion-dollar trading firm, are going to make a boatload of money. Amazon stock went through the roof. Bezos made a ton of money. Let's see. Oh, we can't forget Elon. Of course, the tariffs on China are still there, so I'm not sure the market has really figured that one out, but Tesla went up 20%. Elon made a ton of money on this. So, what happens in 90 days? Then the pause is over. Can we just expect Trump and all the people that are telling him what to do to smash the money pinata again and tank our economy or give us all freaking take years off our life from the stress? We're still probably going to hit a recession because this is by no means fixed. But it's great. He's going to go golfing and declare victory, which is what he should have done in the first place. Like old man. Just seriously, he had a great economy. It's sort of like that movie. I just want you to go out on the mound, wave your little hat around, and then go back into the dugout. That's all he had to do. Old man Trumpy, all he had to do was just, wave his fake hair around or his whatever surgery, weird ass surgery he had in order to make the hair look like that. I mean, at some point, dude, you're just bald. I mean, it's cool. A lot of people are bald. That one conservative podcaster that always wears the stupid beanie. Dude's got like a Friar Tuck, bald patch in the top of his dome. But we got nothing. We got nothing. What art of the deal? We didn't get anything. Here's the propaganda mouthpieces talking about it, and they're just creepy as you.
I will never forget the moment Donald Trump did this.
Well, that was certainly the wrong video. Or it flipped over. Here it is.
Oh yeah, here comes the press secretary and the secretary of the Treasury.
The president's latest statement regarding his America First trade plan. As you all know, the president just put out a statement announcing an additional tariff on China. The tariff on China will now go up to 125% because China imprudently decided to retaliate against the United States. And as I said at the podium yesterday, when you punch at the United States of America, President Trump is going to punch back harder. In that same vein, we have had more than 75 countries from around the world reach out to President Trump.
If by punch back harder, you mean soil his pants like a little girl when the Republican Congress turned against him and just hurriedly say, oh no, we're going to pause the tariffs because the bond market is crashing. Yeah, I don't even know what that means either, but everybody's talking about it. Is the bond market was crashing, and that's why Trump paused the tariffs. Okay, well, I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but certainly I think probably Republicans in Congress saying that they were going to almost give a veto-proof override on his tariff ability probably had something to do with it.
And his team here at the White House to negotiate better trade deals for the American worker. We have been overwhelmed with the amount of requests from countries.
What better trade deals? What? With a lot of these countries, we had free trade. That's like literally the best trade deal you can get. There's not much better than free.
Countries around the world. I'll let the secretary speak to that. We will continue with the tailor-made negotiations that I spoke about yesterday. In the meantime, there will be a 90-day pause on the reciprocal tariffs as these negotiations are ongoing, and the tariff level will be brought down to a universal 10%.
She totally almost said bring. The tariff level will be bringed down. This is idiocracy. We are seriously dealing with a bag of morons. And the smart people around them, like I said in a previous video, when smart people are doing dumb things, you got to wonder, what's the real goal? I think we found it out.
10% tariff. The secretary here has been a huge part of the president's trade team, of course, and will continue to lead these negotiations moving forward to look out for the American worker, which is always President Trump's goal. So I'll kick it over to our great Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent.
Good. Thank you.
He's a great secretary, a wonderful secretary, the best secretary ever. Yeah, I hate the accordion hands too, but it really does become a habit. It's creepy.
And we saw the successful negotiating strategy that President Trump implemented a week ago today. It has brought more than 75 countries forward to negotiate. It took great courage for him to stay the course until this moment. And what we have ended up with here as...
Okay. It took him great courage. So perpetrating an unwanted assault on all of our retirement plans and investments and companies and pension funds and everything else took him great courage. It's kind of like that line from Shrek. A lot of you will die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
As I told everyone a week ago, they're in this very spot. Do not retaliate, and you will be rewarded. So every country in the world who wants to come and negotiate, we are willing to hear you. We're going to go down to a 10% baseline tariff for them, and China will be raised to 125 due to their insistence on escalation.
Secretary, thank you for doing this. Let me ask you 3 quick things, if I could, just for the sake of clarity, because the markets are open and they're wondering. First of all, Mexico and China, are they part of this 10% universal?
Well, China, no, China.
Mexico and Canada, are they part of the 10%?
Yes.
Okay. Second.
The guy just confused China and Canada.
Given then that you have the rest of the world essentially calling it, it's not China, is this now just all about China?
Well, it's about bad actors. And what we will see is some of the very early countries are China's neighbors. That we're going to see. I'm seeing Vietnam today. Japan's at the front of the queue. South Korea, India. So we will see. And as I've repeatedly said, and President Trump has been saying it for years, China is the most imbalanced economy in the history of the modern world, and they are the biggest source of the U.S. trade problems. And indeed, they are problems for the rest of the world, because what we've seen is that as the U.S. announced...
Okay, that's enough of that. Yeah, China is awful. China's terrible. Blah, blah, blah. Bottom line is Americans don't want to pay $50 for a set of towels. So there's going to be some country that's willing to make them for way less than that. That is the basis of trade. We are the wealthiest nation on earth, and that means that people come here to sell us things cheaply. So, it's sorry, my producer was holding up a note for me that I need to announce when I play clips. So I will still working the kinks out here, and so when I stare blankly into space like that, that's probably what I'm doing, is I'm being instructed from off camera. Because yes, Doug can read. So I'm sure there's going to be more just complete clownery that's going to happen in the future, but right now it's the great pausening. We do have to come up with a name for it. What do we need to call it? The pausening, the tariff interruptus, the abbreviated trade war, the shade war. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Good night and good luck.